Hey, you guys. It's Holly. It's coming on live while I'm walking to one of my spaces to do some work. Gotten a little behind, but I still want to say what's up to you guys. Y'all know my street. But also I wanted to share something because I think we don't necessarily consider this discouragement or something that kind of holds us back, and that's the waiting for perfection, waiting for perfect timing, waiting for, the message. And that comes in so many forms, right? We're looking for the sign. We're looking for this, that, and the other. But I will say this. Let me clarify, because I'm not talking about alignment. Alignment in as you're moving along, there is an expectation of, I don't want to use the word difficulty, but difficulties. Things happen. And to think that, if presented with something that everything would be perfect, that's not true. That's where for God. Everybody driving by today. This is a one-way street that has a dead end. Anyway, hey Charles. Anyway, what was I saying? So the idea that everything has to be kind of like a gift, like a prophecy, so to speak. Don't wait for prophecies. Sometimes we just gotta move, and the prophecy comes, or the alignment comes, or the message comes when we move and says, maybe not. Don't do that. I'll go this way. I was gonna go down that street because I can cut through, but everybody and their mama in the big car is trying to drive down a little alley. Anyway, and the reason I say this, guys, is because oftentimes we disable ourselves. We become so immobile that we don't move at all, that we don't do anything. Waiting. I got this, I bought this poster when I was in South Africa that says, good things come to those who wait. Like, who told us that, right? Good things come to those who wait, but better things come to those who actually move, or get out and move, or do something, or something like that. So in other words, we've been trained to believe that the only time we're going to see success or experience great things is if we wait for it. Like, what does that mean exactly? What does waiting for something actually mean? And we even do the waiting game when it comes to relationships. But think about this. When you want a job, you go and apply for it. You apply for 1,000 jobs. You're not waiting for a job to just show up at your door or somebody to call you. But what happens is when you apply, that's not saying you're stepping out against faith. It's saying that you are utilizing who you are, who you were made to be, to let the world know that you exist, that you're out here, that you're ready. Because a lot of times we got the skill sets. We got all it takes because we're children of God, right? We got everything it takes. But we waiting for somebody else to announce us. No. If you're ready, go and announce yourself. And I think, like, there's this thin line, and I think people get so caught up in not being faithful to whatever they believe. And I just don't think that that's what it means. I don't think calling out your strengths, letting somebody know what your strengths are, is a lack of faith. I think I call it and consider it creating awareness that you are here, that you, excuse me, so I just want to say that this morning. That's all. Let's flip the script so you guys can see the bountiful afternoon traffic. It's almost lunchtime here. Let's see if I can come back on tomorrow. Well, tomorrow actually I have meetings. Yeah, maybe it'll be about this time. I'm moving tomorrow and I got meetings. This is Bangkok, y'all. SkyTrain up there. Sorry, I'm moving around. So I'm actually going to go up to the Skywalk and walk down to this other mall that I like to sit at and do a little bit of work. Get your lotto tickets here. I was going to say, one of the other things that people tend to be a little afraid of is walking in Asia. And that is because they don't necessarily have a rule to not drive when there's pedestrians. So you kind of got to make your way and be confident. Obviously, don't walk out if you see a person is not slowing down. But kind of make eye contact, awareness. Go with the pace. Vietnam is a whole nother experience. This is a line for food. So you know where the locals eat the good hubs. And yes, I just mull through. Sometimes you just gotta mull through. When you got your camera up, nobody wants to be on camera, so. This is where I'm going. So, well, no, I'm not going there. I'm going to cross over. But I'm going to take y'all up with me. Because I don't think I've ever taken y'all. I think this is the naughty people list, y'all. I think this is their, like, because every day it's more people on here. I got to read it and see. But when there's people who are wanted for crimes, there's a little fruit market, and the prices are actually really good. This is one of the really nice malls. They have free shuttles here. So right here at this BTS station, which is called Pom Pom, there's 3 malls. So where we are, M Quarter, right across from us is Emporium, and then across from down the street where I'm going is M Sphere. Malls are similar, where their food stuff is usually on the bottom 2 floors, restaurants and such, and then more local eateries and grocery stores on the bottom floor. great coffee shop. That's a new one over there. But we're gonna walk out. This place always has like some sort of sculpture situation. I never know what they're selling because I think it changes. I could have walked upstairs, but I'd be sweating profusely, so I decided not to. So I'm gonna cut through over here. You see that's a SkyTrain. So this is Importer, and it's huge, y'all. I mean, it goes through there. And then this side over here is Emporium. This is where even more upscale. So if you're like Balenciaga, although they have it over here too, but that's like one of the upscale sides. They got Dior. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's here. And this isn't the only mall. This is just one of them. Just one. But one of the things that I love is how most places around the world, it's greenery everywhere. You're gonna get freshness, fresh, real oxygen emulating like everywhere you go. That's just kind of what the streets look like. I'll show you guys the park. One of the parks that I go to, I haven't frequented it a lot, but your IKEA. People are like, but what about my stores? Or certain stores that I love? They got all of them. The only thing that they don't have would be places like Kmart or Home Depot, but they have a place called Home Pro. They don't have a Costco, but they have a Makro, or Mako, I think it's called. So here's the park. And it's actually like a running thing. It goes all the way around. So you can run it. It's got 2 kiddie areas. And I think the princess just passed, or one of the queens or something. So it's supposed to be like an honorable time, like for 15 days, that you honor the royal family. They turn the fountains on at night. I think it's still Pride. I don't know if it's Pride Month or not. I don't know what the dates are, but I think it still is because there's a lot of color. As you see, there's also a little lake right there in the middle. But I love a good skywalk. I'm going to take y'all on this side. So, these are like typical streets in Bangkok. You got food places, you got little side streets with everything. Most of the stuff is like, it's not really like jumping. A lot of times it is. But this is kind of a little more silent segment. Sorry about that, you guys. But this is kind of stuff that you'll see. Like all of these. So that's a music bar. You can go up there. They got a nail salon up there. This restaurant I have actually eaten at. It's pretty good. Coffee shop is down there that I've gone to a couple of times. But like as the day goes on, it's lunchtime now. So usually it'll be a little bit more crowded. It is a Monday. The market I came to yesterday. I think I did a video. I was going to post it, but something happened. So hopefully this one will post. I'll stay on a few more minutes until we get inside. This is actually rainy season / low season / winter. I'll show you that another time. So temperature wise, oh, it's fantastic. a little humid. It may rain every day, it may not. So you guys, so we're almost at Hemisphere. Show you guys the infamous tribe. So the club that people talk about is there, and it goes over to that building. Oh yeah, I think it must still be Pride because they got their color walkway down there. They are very animated. It's a very animated culture. So they express themselves with color and art, and you know, so they're really quiet, subdued, demure people. But when you see the color everywhere, over here, so they always have these really neat designs and stuff. But you have the street, and I don't know if that's painted on or if this is my normal coffee shop I'm gonna head to right now. So I don't know if that's painted or if that's just lighting. I feel like it's painted, but like you'll come tomorrow and it'll be like marble or something. This is the mall. Y'all, I come here all the time. I've probably done a lot of video here. This is one of them. So this is Hemisphere. There's the IKEA is upstairs. Little standalone coffee shops. A little bit of everything. Oh, so oftentimes this part is filled with different like markets, and they do different things right in the middle. And then when there's not, they have other tables. So these areas like this, you don't have to buy food from here. You can actually bring your own food, own coffee, own drinks, or you can go in the store and buy stuff. And you can sit in those open spaces, no issues, and eat. You see how they have all the eateries? So that's why sometimes like I decide where I'm gonna be. There's another area I'll show you before I go sit down. I like being up there because it's away from everything. It's quite a bit quieter. There's a pizza place, and then you guys are into the American Western spots. You got your Gordon Ramsay. See all these tables? They're not designated to any particular restaurant, so you can sit. I usually sit over here. Oh, my table is available. Maybe I will. I'll go get a coffee from Beans Bagel Shop. Get a coffee and I'll go sit over there. I thought it might be busy by now because it's already noon. So here we are, you guys. All that color. All right, so I'm gonna order coffee. I'm not gonna get any sweets. Sorry, Kai. Let's see. I'm actually trying to see, you guys, if they have chicory. Can I have a cappuccino, hot, a dark blend?
We have all discount for that.
Okay, that sounds good. No sweets.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. 110 baht, please.
So then I pay. I have my time money. My time coin. And so you guys want to know, everybody is like,
you.
Thank you so much. Pardon me, you guys. Everybody is like super nice. The people are really kind. I just did a video talking about the relations between Black people and Asia, especially as it is in the Americas. But here, even, like, it's fantastic. Of course, you're going to run into some issues, but oftentimes it's not with locals. If it is with locals, it's usually 9 times out of 10. Usually 9 times out of 10 here in Thailand, it's associated with someone who has an affiliation with someone from a Western country, and they are enacting their beliefs, that person's beliefs. But other than that, or Europeans, I hate to say it because I love me some Europeans sometimes, but look at all this goodness. Y'all, that's a salted lava egg with chicken floss. So, that's yolk. That's yolk. Y'all have heard of yolk. But all this stuff, they have like sweets everywhere. I have to convince myself not to do it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And then like you have your juice places. I'm gonna get some of this, my leche. Those are like, we normally see like the brown small ones, but these big ones are fantastic and so big, and you can like freeze them. And they're so good when they're frozen. We got some food. So they have restaurants on the other level, but then they have all of these like kind of what you would consider to be like street vendors. So if you're into your meat, salted pork, sweet pork, shredded pork, they got the pork. Never can have too much pork. They got big sausages. Another seating area that's nice to come to. And a lot of times they do have plugs. You just have to look for where they are. This is a new pop-up. That was not always there. But look at that. They've designed, it's got this cute little chairs. Look at these. The kitchen. So you can actually sit and watch them and see what they're doing in there. But most of them have like an open kitchen kind of setting. I don't know if that was me beeping. It didn't feel like that was me beeping. So the nice thing is most of the time, like, all these places are the same, but it gives them like a taste of home, a feel of home. So that's why you see the bar seats and stuff like that. And this is cute. You want to sleep? That's a great coffee shop. It's just a little high end. But this is super cute. You get all your goodies that you think are healthy, but they're not. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, you really have to, I don't know what this is. Oh, golden guava, plum pickles. Ooh, that sounds divine. It's like a little fruit bar situation. And you could get pre-made. Got little, welcome to Buttery Bakery party. So anyway, this is kind of the spiel, and many of the malls look something like this, but each one has kind of like their own thing. Either it's like really upscale, or like MBK and such has like that feel of flea market. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like that flea market feel, right? And so each place has their own like thing. But this is it. All right, so I'm gonna get my coffee here and then do some work, and hopefully talk to you guys tomorrow. Maybe not same time, same place. All right, y'all. Toodles.